Hello my loves. So this video was a suggested video by one of my lovely followers, and it is, what is the person you end up with, like, what are they gonna fall in love with about you? So what are they gonna love about you? And I went ahead and I took this a little step further. So it's, what are they gonna love about you, and what are you gonna have to work on in this relationship? Now, just because you have to work on stuff does not mean they're not your soulmate, your twin flame, and it doesn't mean that that's not the person you're going to marry. Every relationship has stuff you're going to work on, so don't let that scare you away. But so, what are they going to love about you? We'll make that the base question. So, go ahead, take a few deep breaths. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and ask, what is the person I end up with? What are they going to love about me? Go ahead. All right, and when picking these piles, make sure you remember, don't just pick it because, you feel like it. Trust your intuition. What are your guides directing you to? All right, so let's go for it. And I just want to know, if you were drawn to more pile than, more than one pile, there is a possibility that maybe you're picking up on more than one love. The goal of this is to find the person, what the person you're going to end up with in the long run. But if you have a span of really long relationships, you may pick up on more than one. So go with your intuition, But all right, and put these back with their piles. And let's get pile number 1 going. All right, pile number 1. So immediately the Ace of Cups is pulled for you. So this is going to be a new beginning for you, a new relationship. I don't feel like you know this person already, but if you do, it's basically going to be like you're both completely different people this time around. And so even if this is take 2, it's a completely new relationship. And it's going to be kind of adventurous and kind of, it's going to be interesting, and you're gonna feel the sparks and all of that. It's gonna be like a fun relationship, from what I'm feeling. And definitely for some of you, I would say that this is gonna be like one of those new beginning relationships. So you've already been with this person, but you're totally different people, because this card is discernment. So there may be some judgment calls you have to make, and I feel like that's going to happen regardless of if you're on that, you already knew this person or not, but you are going to have to use discernment no matter what. So maybe this person, maybe they're not your normal type, or maybe there are some stuff that you guys just don't agree with, but you're going to use your judgment, and it's going to be really great, and they're going to love that about you, that you took the time to figure out what you really wanted, or you already knew what you wanted, and you were like, okay, do you match this? Do you not? Because I just get this sense they're kind of in that, pardon my language, but that no bullshit zone, they've already been through this, they've done that, they want to be able to be with someone they're going to be happy with, and vice versa. And the next card you got is Nourishment. Okay, and so this card is all about, taking care of yourself, and, eating the right foods, being active, doing the things you need to do to, treat your body like a temple, or, just take care of it. And I think, and so that's probably going to be something that you guys share in common, or maybe, you're into that and you're going to, better them. And you guys are really going to grow together, and you're going to get stronger together, and you're going to do those awesome things together. I'm also getting a sense of travel. I keep getting told, travel. So I really feel like this is going to be a fun relationship for you guys, I feel like you're going to get a lot out of this. But okay, so this final deck of cards, or deck that I'm using, is going to show you more of the direct qualities that you'll either have to work on or they will love about you. And so this one is despondence. And so that's kind of the, you know, the not being happy with everything you have, or not always realizing what you have. And so I feel like that's definitely something you're going to have to work on. And like with the rest of these cards, it looks like, you know, you're going to have all these opportunities, but something's going to be kind of holding you back. And this person's going to be like, hey, you know, like, it doesn't have to be that way. Like, you don't have to, like, we get to go on this trip just because this happens doesn't mean we, you know, you don't get to do all of these other things either. Almost like, and not to say these are bad, but almost like a mission trip, you know, like, you have to do all this work, but you still get to go to that place, you know, you still get to experience that, the culture and the life and all those good things. So even though you have to do some work, you know, you still get to travel. But like I said, not to say mission trips are bad, because they're definitely not. It's just the type of travel experience, the travel example I could think of. The next one is abundance. So this card does go two different ways. And so I'm going to tell you both ways, because one way kind of goes more with the despondence card. And it goes with that, you know, you need to work on that grass is greener on the other side feel. Because one side of this card, I don't know if it's going to work, but one side of this card shows a gentleman always losing his change and, you know, like being broke and having issues because, you know, he can't figure out how to get money and how to make himself, you know, happier and this and that. While the other side shows a little girl who's fishing the change out of the sewer. Like, she's making herself happy, you know, she's making her manifestations come true. And so that's kind of like that, you know, you, in this relationship, you're going to learn to be that person. You're going to learn to manifest and make it happen, because that's a big part of manifestation, is making it happen. Get in that vibration, put the work out there so the universe can return the exchange to you. And soulmate. So this person's definitely going to be a soulmate that you're going to be learning with. And for some of you, it might be your twin flame. But it's definitely going to be some sort of soulmate. And they're going to feel that rapid connection with you, as well as you'll feel it with them. But I feel like, you know, you're going to be kind of more, hesitant on it. But not completely. Like, you're still going to feel that connection with them. But you're going to be kind of like, am I just, like, imagining it? You know, I've kind of been through this before. But, you know, once you get through that little phase, your final card is passion. So once you get through that little phase, it's going to be very amazing. You know, like, you're going to have this great relationship with them. You're going to learn your lessons. And like, learning lessons, there's always a bumpy road. So plan for it. But know that it will get better. Like, you guys will have a good relationship. You just have to get through these bumps of, you know, the grass is greener on the other side, taking care of each other, caring about each other, and really finding your passions together and going for it. Yeah, I'm really excited for you guys. And this card also represents, like I said, finding those passions. So maybe I mentioned mission trip for a reason. You know, maybe that's something you guys are going to be passionate about, because this card is about caring for other people as part of your passion. And then for some people, it's just going to be finding passion and having a passionate relationship. I hope for you both. Yeah, awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching. This was Pawel number 1. So I do have services available, including more in-depth readings, mediumship readings, pendulum, spiritual guidance, and mentorship. I also have a Patreon now. So if you'd like to support my channel, we are growing, which is awesome. I'm super excited for that. So if you'd like to support, my Patreon link will be down below. And I have a couple of different tiers, as little as $1 a month. And I would really appreciate all the support, because this is my full-time job. So it keeps me going. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope you have an awesome morning, night, evening, afternoon, whatever it is. And let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. Like, subscribe, follow. all of those fun things. Thank you so much. All right, pile number 2. However you guys see that. All right, so pile number 2, right off the bat, I kind of get the energy like there's gonna be a lot of work in this relationship, and I hate to say that, but every relationship has work, so roll with it, go with the flow, because there's a lot of good things to learn. And the first card you got is the Star, which tells me, you know, there is a lot of good things to learn. This relationship is going to put you on the path that you need to be on if you're not already there. You know, this path is probably has to do something with your divine purpose, even if it's just finding the person you're meant to be with so you guys can do, you know, whatever it is you're supposed to do together, this and that. Let's keep going. So then you have the Sovereignty card, which shows me that this relationship is really going to bring you to it's going to help you come into your highest power, like your fullest power, because this card is literally the Queen of the Moon. So she is in full power. She's taken leadership of her life. She's taken responsibility for her life, as well as she is leading other people. She's helping other people. She's ruling with grace, and you know, she's caring, nurturing, and she knows what's what. You know, she knows what's right and what's wrong. So this relationship is really going to bring you to your divine purpose, your divine path. It's going to help you out a lot in that lesson. So this final deck is going to show you more of what they're really going to love about you and what you may need to work on in this relationship. Okay, so insecurity, quest, vanity, and rejection. Okay, so I've just come to this realization that every pick a card reading I do has one pile that is like specifically for people like on some sort of spiritual awakening, or you know, like maybe in the beginning of it. And I think that's really cool, but I always kind of feel for these piles, because this was me, and I think that's why it happens, because I'm definitely like getting those people on my channel, which is awesome. But if that is you, know that it does get better. But okay, so back to your read. This really isn't a bad read. I feel for the people on the beginning of the spiritual awakening, because I know it's not the easiest path to be on, but it is probably the most beneficial path that I've seen. Okay, so what they're gonna find, so you have a lot to work on here. There's rejection, vanity, insecurity, and quest. So I'm really feeling a lot of, you know, a lot of deep inner work, a lot of healing, and a lot of them bringing this forth in you. I don't get that it's going to be really bad. Like, I don't feel like they're going to be like this awful person. What I feel like is they're going to see this in you, and they're going to help you with it, in the sense that they're going to be very supportive of you, and they're going to be trying to help you through these. The thing about this is that you have to be open to it, which is not going to be easy, especially for some of you who have buried this like deep down into your root chakra, which is where this red comes from, is the root chakra. But you have 2 throat chakra cards, which are these blue ones. And that tells me that you need to work on your communication more. You need to work on expressing your emotions more. And you need to, you know, really, I mean, obviously don't open up to them if you're not comfortable with it. But, you know, work on finding someone that you'd be comfortable opening these emotions with. And don't fear being rejected. I know that's easier said than done. But, you know, how can they love you if they don't know you? Okay? Like, they may see things that you don't realize they see, but if you're not opening up to them and you're not expressing your emotions to them, that's really going to be the feeling that you have this whole time, is how can you love me if you don't know me? Well, they're on the sideline saying, I do know you. Like, I see who you are, but you don't see it. So that's really what this relationship is going to be about, is finding who you are and getting past these insecurities and this vanity, because you'll definitely be putting on a show at some point for them or for other people, and they're going to be like, what are you doing? But altogether, this is leading you to your divine path. It's leading you on this quest to figure out who you are, what you're here to do, and why you're here to do it. And you're going to realize it. You're going to come into this full power, and they're going to love that about you. Like, yeah, like, even if this person does not end up being the person that you, like, you know, you die with, you grow old with, this is an extremely important relationship for you in your life. Like, this is a pivotal turning point relationship. So do not block it out just because you're like, oh, like, I don't feel like this person's going to be my forever. But I feel like they need to be in my life. Like, if you're supposed to be in a relationship with them, you're going to be in a relationship with them. Yeah, this is really going to be a very pivotal relationship for me. Relationship for you guys. Whatever, I'll figure that out later. But okay, so I'm going to see if I can pull a clarity card on what they'll love about you. Alright. Sorry, I wasn't really with us. What is their partner going to love about them? Pile number 2. What is their partner going to love about them for pile number 2? Well, the one that flipped here is a miracle. And so I think what I'm getting from this is they're going to see, like, it's going to be stuff that you don't see all the time. Like, maybe you notice it sometimes, but you don't notice it every time. They're going to see that you have all these random powers, and maybe you have psychic abilities. But, like, they're going to notice that, like, you want something, it comes to you. You want it, you got it, essentially. And I feel like you do use that to your advantage, but maybe you don't always realize that you use it to your advantage, or maybe you're kind of afraid to use it to your advantage because you're like, man, like, you know, what if that's not right? What if I use it, like, what if I get this and then I don't want it anymore? Or what if I get this and, you know, I don't do it right, so nobody likes me, or this or that. You know, whatever the case may be, like, that's something that they're really going to find attractive about you, but not in the way that they're going to abuse it. In the way that they're going to like it, in the way that they're going to try to encourage you to use it for your advantage, even though, you know, you may be kind of scared too, or you may just be like, no, it's not for me. Like, I don't really have that power, but you do trust in it because it's really going to help you out. But okay, pile number 2. That is what I have for you. And I really wish you guys the most luck on this quest, on this journey, and with this relationship. I really, really hope that, you know, you get what you need out of it and they get what they need, and that you guys can live happily ever after. If you would like a more in-depth reading, I do have services available. They will be listed below, as well as I now have a Patreon. Excuse me. So if you'd like to become a patron to my channel, every tier, even the $1 tier, has some sort of benefit to it. And I really appreciate the support because this is my full-time job. Because I love you guys so much and I love doing this. So I have created a full-time job for myself. But okay, so like, subscribe, follow, check out the details. The deck names will be in the details. and as well as my Patreon link and other social media links. So thank you. Like, follow, and subscribe. Okay. Pile number 3. Okay. All right, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. We are just going to go ahead and jump right into your read. So once again, this is the reading about what they will love about you and what you may have to work on. So right off the bat, the first card is the Four of Cups, which actually shows something that I think you're going to have to work on in this relationship is kind of getting bored in the relationship. And what the card really suggests is, you know, venturing out, not necessarily like, you know, always like having to leave the relationship or, you know, do things that, you know, you guys don't agree on or whatever, but, you know, not being afraid to try new things in the relationship. I feel like some of you, this may be an unpopular, unfavorable opinion, but I am getting the message that some of you may end up, may actually be polyamorous. I don't know if that's something that's in your relationship, but if it's something you're interested in, you should definitely talk to your partner about it, because that might be a good route for you guys to take. Otherwise, I mean, if that is not you, throw it out the window. This is a general read, and I only have 3 piles for however many people end up watching this video. So not everything is going to be for you, but some of you may be polyamorous. So moving on, you have self-reflection, peace, and purity. So I feel like you are definitely some spiritual people. Here, I only have 2 cards left for you, so we're gonna go ahead and flip them. Perseverance and balance. So I like making like patterns with the cards. But okay, so what I'm seeing for you is, 1, you are a very peaceful person, which kind of shows in this card as well. Like, you're kind of willing to, you know, maybe settle a little bit to make your other happy, even though you're actually, you know, maybe kind of bored in the relationship. And you like to find the quickest and cleanest route, which is good. And your partner is going to appreciate that about you too, because that means you're kind of like a no bullshit person, which is great. And then self-reflection. So you're definitely, this is definitely a relationship that you're going to be exploring some new things in. And that could literally be anything. But so you're definitely going to be exploring some new things in this relationship. And I think your partner is going to get used to that as well if they're not already interested in it. Because they want you to be happy ultimately. And they're probably going to enjoy it as well, because this is the what are they going to like about you. So together you're going to work on that, and they're going to like that you're willing to try new things. And then you have perseverance and balance. So that tells me like there's probably going to be some compromises in the relationship, but ultimately you guys are going to persevere through, and it's going to be good. You know, you're a divinely guided person. You're very spiritual. And so you're going to have an easier time seeing both sides of the story. So you might have a little bit of an easier time compromising. I'm not saying it's always going to be easy, and I'm not saying it's always going to be easier, but that's kind of the feeling I'm getting, is that it's going to be a little bit easier for you to compromise with your partner, because, you know, you have this ability to see the other side, like to see how they're feeling about it, and to kind of take it slow and take baby steps into trying new things with them. But yeah, I definitely see they're really gonna like this side of you. They're going to appreciate that you take time to figure out what you like and what you want, and even what you want to try, but that you're really like, you're kind about it, you're peaceful about it. But yeah. All right, so pile number 3, it was really quick and to the point. So if you would like a more in-depth reading, I do have services available. It'll be listed below along with information on how to do that. Definitely like, subscribe, follow, hit the notification bell. If this resonated with you, leave me a comment below on what you thought about it. I promise the readings will start to get longer. I've just been literally only taking what the deck has been throwing out at me for these piles, but they're kind of short right now. So I'll start trying to pick it up a little bit more. Also, I have a Patreon now, so if you'd like to support my channel, I have tiers from $1 to $25, and they all have different benefits to them, even the $1 one. So I will link that down below, and any support you can throw, I really appreciate it, because this is my full-time job. So it just keeps the channel going, as well as, like I said, I do have services available that will be down below. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little reading, and let me know what you thought. Thank you.